Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be attempting to make a shirt from scratch. I have upcycled clothes before, like made new clothes from existing clothes, but I've never made a shirt from scratch. I went to shop at a fabric store in the scrap bin section where you can get a lot of fabric for cheap prices. I got this satin fabric, which is in this really nice light blue color. I got this fabric to make pillowcases, and I made two of these pillowcases. So I got more than 3 meters for about 150 rupees. I made two pillowcases and I still have fabric left to make a shirt. I've been seeing silk cami tops on Pinterest and I thought I'll recreate one of those tops with such fabric. So let's see how I did that. So the first thing I'm doing is ironing my fabric. For fabrics like satin, it is important to iron them to make them soft and wrinkle free. After that's done, I'm taking an existing camisole top to use as a guide to cut my fabric. I made a mistake of taking a stretchy one, but if you're doing the same, I recommend taking a non-stretchy one. I'm just laying my fabric on top and I'm taking the widest part of my camisole and taking 2 points. These are the points where I'll be attaching my straps. How deep your cowl neck will be will depend upon the distance between these 2 points. So if you don't want the cowl neck to be too deep, your pattern should look like this. And if you want it to be deeper, it will look like this. Mine was just a rectangle, so I just cut it that way by giving an inch of seam allowance, but I should have given more since my cami was stretchy and the fabric was not. After that, I cut a long panel, which was the width of the piece I cut, which was about 6 inches tall. So I'm putting the right sides together and I'm going to sew it. After that's done, I'm just simply cutting out the excess fabric. Now for the straps, I'm going to take 1-inch pieces and fold them in half and sew them and turn them inside out. After that, I just iron them flat and this is how they look. Now I marked 2 places where I want to attach the straps and I'm going to seam rip that area so that there's enough place for my straps to fit in. I'm going to take my straps and push them inside from the outside and sew them in place. This is how it looks after I've done that. Now I'm laying everything flat and I'm going to iron it. After that, I'm going to sew the short panel to the front main panel. Make sure to start sewing from the strap. This is how it looks after it's done and I'm going to iron it again. Now I laid another piece of fabric to make the back panel. I should have left the fabric as is, but I cut it to size, but I'll fix this later. First thing, I'm going to fold the raw edge and hem it. I'm going to place the right sides together and sew the sides. Now I'm going to sew the straps on. After I've done that, I tried it on and I realized that the top is too tight because I did not use a stretchy fabric. So to fix this, I'm cutting down the center back, and the piece that I cut out before, I'm going to be attaching it. I just marked a point where I want the length of the shirt to be when I tried it out, and I'm going to cut it at that point. I'm leaving an inch gap so that I can hem the raw edge. I just folded the edge twice and I sewed it. Our top is almost ready. I just ironed it flat one last time.